Welcome, seekers of the unknown. Hidden in the rugged landscapes of Idaho are ancient mysteries that science still struggles to explain. From mysterious stone structures buried in forests, to tales of giants roaming the Snake River Plain, to strange petroglyphs carved on canyon walls, Idaho's past holds secrets that defy conventional history. What if ancient civilizations walked this land long before recorded time? What if their knowledge was greater than ours can comprehend today? In this series of stories, we'll journey deep into Idaho's forgotten mysteries, uncovering legends, unsolved puzzles, and eerie archaeological finds that continue to baffle scientists and historians alike. If you're fascinated by ancient enigmas, unsolved puzzles, and mysteries science can't explain, you're in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our next dive into the unexplained. Let's begin Idaho's untold journey, the mysterious petroglyphs of Hell's Canyon. In the vast cliffs of Hell's Canyon, North America's deepest river gorge, ancient petroglyphs are carved into the rocks. These strange images depict human figures, animals, and unrecognizable symbols. Archaeologists suggest they were created by native peoples thousands of years ago, but some carvings resemble figures in helmets, abstract geometric patterns, and star-like clusters in the sky. Were these depictions of spiritual visions? Or could they represent ancient knowledge of astronomy or even encounters with otherworldly visitors? The carving's age is hard to determine, as weathering has erased much of their detail. Tribal legends describe spirits emerging from the river and beings descending from the skies. For centuries, explorers and locals have speculated that these petroglyphs tell a story far stranger than simple hunting records. To this day, no scholar can fully decode their meaning. They remain a silent language of a forgotten Idaho civilization locked in stone. The Salmon River Stone Circles. Along remote stretches of the Salmon River, hikers have stumbled upon mysterious stone circles arranged with deliberate precision. Some are small, only a few feet across, while others stretch more than 20 feet in diameter. Archaeologists can't agree on their purpose. Were they ceremonial sites, astronomical calendars, or foundations of long-lost dwellings? What makes the circles stranger is their alignment. Many face the solstices and equinoxes, suggesting advanced knowledge of the skies. Local Shoshone legends tell of sky people who taught their ancestors wisdom of the stars. Could these circles be remnants of that ancient contact? The stones themselves are river rock, carefully carried and placed, yet no tools or artifacts have been found nearby. The effort required to build them raises questions about their importance. To this day, science cannot say who built the Salmon River stone circles, or why they remain so eerily aligned to the heavens. The disappearing tribe of the Bitterroot Mountains. Legends across Idaho tell of a mysterious tribe that once lived in the Bitterroot Mountains but vanished without a trace. Early explorers recorded stories of white-skinned, red-haired people said to be taller than the average Shoshone or Nez Perce. Some accounts describe them as fierce warriors. Others suggest they were peaceful and skilled in agriculture. But when settlers and anthropologists arrived in the region, no evidence of this tribe could be found. No villages, no burial grounds, no artifacts. Was this merely a legend? Or was there truly an ancient people who disappeared long before European settlement? Some believe this vanished tribe could have been connected to the legends of giants found across North America. Their sudden disappearance, if real, remains one of Idaho's unsolved puzzles, leaving behind only whispers of an ancient people erased from history without explanation. Strange rock carvings of Massacre Rocks. Massacre Rock State Park is known for its haunting history of Oregon Trail emigrants, but beneath that, it hides something older and stranger. Carved into basalt formations along the Snake River are petroglyphs depicting animals, spirals, and humanoid figures. Some resemble creatures no longer native to Idaho, including what looks like mammoths and giant birds. If accurate, these carvings could date back to a time when Ice Age megafauna still roamed the region. That would make them far older than most accepted history of human settlement here. Archaeologists argue over their meaning. Were these early hunting records, spiritual symbols, or evidence of contact with animals thought to be extinct? The figures raise deeper questions. How How old are these petroglyphs? Really? Could they prove humans lived in Idaho far earlier than textbooks claim? Massacre Rocks preserves a mysterious art gallery that science cannot yet fully explain. The Spirit Mounds of Idaho. Scattered across Idaho's plains are strange earthen mounds, some so subtle they blend into the land, others towering like forgotten pyramids of soil. Farmers have stumbled upon them while plowing, often uncovering stones carefully placed inside. Their purpose? Unknown. Some scholars argue they were burial mounds, but excavations rarely reveal human remains. Others suggest they were ceremonial sites aligned with constellations. Even more puzzling, some mounds appear to line up with river systems, almost like markers or ancient maps. Native traditions speak of earth spirits who demanded offerings at sacred places. Were these mounds part of an ancient spiritual network? Or are they remnants of a culture older than recorded tribes in the region? With little evidence to date them, they remain silent enigmas scattered across Idaho's landscapes. Reminders of a past that science still struggles to place in history's timeline. The giants of the Snake River Plain. For centuries, whispers of giants roaming Idaho's Snake River Plain have circulated in both native traditions and early settler accounts. Local tribes tell of encounters with beings who stood nearly twice the height of an ordinary man, with fiery red hair and immense strength. Settlers, too, recorded finding unusually large bones along riverbanks. Bones they claimed were far larger than any human remains they had seen before. Unfortunately, many of these alleged discoveries vanished into private collections or were dismissed as exaggerations. Could Idaho once have been home to a race of giants, much like legends across North America suggest? Skeptics argue it's folklore, but the consistency of these stories across cultures raises questions. Were these tales symbolic, or could they be echoes of a forgotten chapter in Idaho's ancient history? Science has no answers, leaving the Snake River giants a mystery that refuses to die. The silent caves of Shoshone Falls. Beneath the roaring power of Shoshone Falls lie caves shrouded in mystery. Local legends tell of hidden chambers behind the falls, where ancient people stored sacred objects or performed rituals. Explorers in the 19th century wrote of finding artifacts and even skeletal remains in nearby caves, but most of these reports were never verified. Some caves seem unnaturally shaped, with smooth walls as though carved by tools. The question is, who made them, and why hide them in such a treacherous location? Native Shoshone traditions warn against entering these caves, saying they are guarded by spirits. Modern spelunkers who attempt to explore them often describe a heavy, oppressive feeling, as though being watched. Could the caves of Shoshone Falls hold relics of an ancient, advanced culture, or are they natural formations wrapped in legend? Science offers little clarity, keeping these caves in the realm of the unexplained. The phantom lights of Owyhee Desert. In Idaho's remote Owyhee Desert, strange lights have been reported for generations. Travelers tell of glowing orbs that hover silently in the distance, sometimes darting across the sky at incredible speeds. Ranchers describe them as spirit lights, while scientists suggest ball lightning or mirages. But the phenomena defy easy explanation. What's more intriguing is their connection to native stories. The Shoshone and Paiute tribes spoke of fire spirits that danced across the desert, guiding or warning travelers. Some modern UFO researchers believe these lights are evidence of extraterrestrial activity, while others think they could be linked to Earth's magnetic fields. Regardless of theory, the lights remain unpredictable, appearing without warning and vanishing just as quickly. To this day, no scientific investigation has fully explained the phantom lights of Owyhee. Are they natural, supernatural, or something entirely beyond our understanding? Idaho's desert still keeps its luminous secrets. The buried ruins of Twin Falls. Local legends in Twin Falls speak of buried stone ruins beneath the farmland, structures that don't match the architecture of any known native culture in Idaho. Farmers plowing fields have claimed to uncover unusual stone alignments, walls buried under soil, and carved rocks that resemble tools or pillars. Most of these reports fade into rumor, yet some early newspaper articles documented them, fueling speculation. Were these remnants of a prehistoric culture, wiped away by floods from melting glaciers? Or could they be evidence of a civilization older than recognized history, perhaps connected to lost cities spoken of in global myths? Mainstream archaeologists remain skeptical, arguing the ruins are likely natural formations. Still, persistent stories keep curiosity alive. If true, Idaho might hold traces of a forgotten people who thrived long before our textbooks say humans settled this land. The mystery of Twin Falls remains unsolved. The cursed springs of Bannock County. In Bannock County, bubbling hot springs have long been tied to legends of curses and ancient spirits. Native stories describe these springs as portals to the underworld, places where offerings were made to keep balance between worlds. Strangely, early settlers reported unexplained illnesses and accidents near these springs, reinforcing their reputation as cursed. Some geothermal scientists suggest the minerals in the water might explain odd effects. Yet the springs continue to carry a reputation of being alive. Carvings found on rocks near some springs depict spirals, serpents, and otherworldly beings. Symbols scholars still can't fully translate. Are these natural geothermal wonders? Or did ancient people believe they held supernatural power? Perhaps both are true. To this day, locals approach the springs with respect, treating them not just as natural features, but as mysterious reminders of Idaho's haunted and sacred ancient landscapes. The Forgotten Towers of Camas Prairie. High in the Camas Prairie, stone piles rise like broken towers, some neatly stacked, others collapsed into rubble. Their origins remain a mystery. Some believe they were signal towers, used by ancient tribes to communicate across distances. Others suspect they had spiritual or ceremonial significance, aligned with star patterns. But here's the puzzle. No tribe claims to have built them. The structures don't match the typical building styles of known native groups in the region. Early settlers assumed they were pioneer markers, yet their weathered state suggests they predate European arrival by centuries. Theories range from Ice Age relics to the remnants of a lost civilization that once thrived in the Pacific Northwest. Without artifacts or records, these towers stand as lonely monuments, whispering of a past Idaho that science cannot easily place within history. Their builders remain unknown, their purpose unresolved. The mysterious dolmens of Clearwater River. Along the Clearwater River, explorers have stumbled across massive stone formations that resemble dolmens, large flat stones balanced atop upright pillars. At first glance, they appear natural, yet their balanced placement feels intentional. Some align with the sunrise and sunset during solstices, much like megalithic structures found across Europe and Asia. If they were deliberately placed, who moved such massive stones and why? Native legends describe the area as a gathering place of star people who brought knowledge from the skies. Mainstream archaeologists dismiss the formations as products of erosion, yet their patterns are difficult to explain as random. Could ancient Idaho have been home to builders with knowledge rivaling megalithic cultures worldwide? Or are these merely coincidental illusions crafted by nature? The dolmens of Clearwater River stand as silent guardians of a mystery that refuses to yield to scientific explanation. The strange caverns of Craters of the Moon. Craters of the Moon National Monument is one of the most alien landscapes in America. Vast lava fields stretching endlessly. Beneath the surface lie labyrinths of lava tubes and caverns, some extending for miles. Ancient artifacts have been discovered near cave entrances, yet few tribes claim to have lived inside. Why not? Legends say these caves were homes to powerful beings, half human, half spirit, who emerged at night. Explorers describe carvings on cavern walls resembling suns, stars, and serpents, yet official records rarely acknowledge them. The caves remain largely unexplored, some sealed off due to safety concerns. But what might lie deeper inside? Did ancient people know something we don't about these caverns? Or could they hide evidence of forgotten cultures? Craters of the Moon is already a place science struggles to fully explain. Its hidden caves only deepen the sense of Idaho's unresolved ancient mysteries. The vanished village of Priest Lake. Nestled in the Idaho Panhandle, Priest Lake is famed for beauty and mystery alike. According to 19th century accounts, a large native settlement once stood on its shores. Yet when explorers returned decades later, the village had vanished. No remnants of lodges, burial sites, or tools could be found. Local stories say the people disappeared overnight, taken by spirits from the lake. Some suggest they fled due to famine or war, but the total absence of remains is baffling. Divers in modern times have reported stone formations beneath the lake, though no scientific survey has confirmed this. Could an ancient flood have swallowed their homes? Or did this vanished village belong to a culture far older than the tribes known today? Priest Lake continues to carry an aura of mystery, its calm waters hiding secrets of a community that slipped away into silence. The mystery mummies of Lemhi Valley. In the Lemhi Valley, rumors have circulated for over a century about the discovery of small, mummified human remains hidden in caves. Local ranchers claim to find skeletons with elongated skulls and unusually preserved features, though few specimens survive today. Some accounts describe them as little people, echoing Shoshone legends of small-statured beings who lived underground and emerged only at night. Could these mummies have been remnants of an unknown population? Skeptics suggest they were infants or animals misidentified, but the consistency of descriptions keeps the story alive. Without verified remains, the mystery remains speculative. Still, the combination of oral tradition and reported finds raises a haunting question. Did Idaho once host an ancient race of mysterious little people? The Lemhi Valley whispers of secrets buried in caves, secrets that may never be fully unearthed by modern science. The unexplained flood legends of the Snake River. Tribes across Idaho tell of a great flood that once swept across the Snake River plain, destroying entire worlds. What's curious is how these stories echo flood myths from cultures worldwide. Geological evidence suggests massive Ice Age floods, caused by glacial dams breaking, may have inundated parts of the Northwest. But native stories describe more than just water. They speak of gods, sky battles, and creatures swept away in the deluge. Could these myths preserve eyewitness accounts of catastrophic events thousands of years ago? Some petroglyphs even depict waves and boats, images not typically associated with inland tribes. Were Idaho's ancestors survivors of an ancient cataclysm that reshaped the land? Science acknowledges floods occurred, but the deeper symbolic meaning of these stories remains beyond explanation. Idaho's flood legends remind us that ancient memories often blend fact with mystery, creating puzzles history struggles to solve. The Lost Mines of Thunder Mountain. Idaho's Thunder Mountain is known for its gold rush history, but stories of much older mines run even deeper. Legends tell of ancient tunnels carved long before settlers arrived. Tunnels said to contain strange markings and chambers that don't resemble typical mining operations. Some prospectors reported finding tools embedded in rock, far older than modern technology. Were these merely tall tales told by desperate men chasing fortune, or clues to a lost people skilled in metalwork? Native traditions warn that Thunder Mountain is sacred, home to spirits angered when humans dig too deep. Strangely, many mining expeditions ended in disaster, fueling beliefs in a curse. Could Idaho's Thunder Mountain hold remnants of a forgotten mining culture, or even something more mysterious buried beneath? Science remains silent, but the stories persist, hinting at treasures and truths long hidden in the rugged Idaho wilderness. The phantom drums of Sawtooth Mountains. Hikers in Idaho's Sawtooth Mountains often report hearing phantom drumming at night, steady beats that echo across valleys. No source is ever found. Native legends describe these sounds as spirit drums of ancestors, keeping rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth. Some suggest the noises are caused by seismic activity or shifting glaciers, but this doesn't explain the patterns, which mimic human drumming. In some cases, multiple hikers have reported hearing the same rhythm simultaneously, ruling out hallucination. Could these phantom drums be echoes of ancient rituals imprinted on the land? Or are they a natural phenomenon science has yet to identify? Whatever their cause, the sounds remain unsettling. The Sawtooth Mountains hold beauty and mystery alike, and the phantom drums are a haunting reminder that Idaho's wilderness hides experiences beyond ordinary understanding. Idaho's landscapes are breathtaking, but hidden within them are mysteries that science still struggles to explain. From strange petroglyphs and vanished tribes to phantom lights, giants, mummies, and serpents, these stories remind us that history is not always as clear as we imagine. Perhaps some mysteries will one day be solved by archaeology, geology, or science, but others may remain forever in the realm of legend, clues to a deeper past that refuses to be fully uncovered. One thing is certain: Idaho's ancient mysteries are as alive today as they were centuries ago, keeping us curious and questioning. Which mystery captured your imagination most, the giants, the star maps, or the haunted caves? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love exploring ancient enigmas science can't explain, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, because many more mysteries await discovery.